middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
On the ready.
On the give, McAllister with it. And he stopped immediately there.
Brought down in the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They'll run up the middle with McAllister.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on 3rd down. Stevenson looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's the option, running right. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the 1st down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Happy Lions. Go check. Go check.
He'll get this to Ward. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Rig. moving, 19.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
On the ball, on the ball. Go.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Stevenson. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to carry the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and 2, Stevenson, and that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is caught. That's Watkins.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
Ready? 19 right. 18 runner. 18 runner.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Bucks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 49 yards.
And the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The Bucks ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Taken from about the 12. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense. A final shot before break. Stevenson looking deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer
throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Point after here coming up. And it is now 21-0. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
On second down, they'll run it here.
And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Hands it off out of the gun.
And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A handoff to McAllister. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Operating from the gun, Stevenson.
He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go with McAllister.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Another run with McAllister. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll run here with McAllister.
And he'll be pretty well stopped at his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 3rd down, Stevenson. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Christian Harris, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be a, shall we say, a rather optimistic try here. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game. A tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlep Rock, got that black cloud over their heads.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Okay, ready?
Steps away to his left.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Gutsy decision to keep it, but it turned out to be the right one, and all of a sudden 4th down becomes 1st down.
Gutsy and smart, because he's used to making a lot of decisions. You know that on every play he has to do it. In this case, he made the proper one, and that turned into a big 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucks are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, Both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the carry, it's McAllister. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
And his kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Bucks ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big, you really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter, but do that? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Pass the 60, pass the 60. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Looking to throw. Stevenson, he's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
As our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's...
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a now flex. While you there looking depressed, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I'll be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome, you and dance on. Tell your boyfriend go and put your pants on. Down, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze.